Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys? Now, today I'm gonna be experimenting once again. Now, I am known as being a sort of landscape and like animal portrait artist who does it in graphite and acrylic paints. But I'm not really known to be a portraiture sort of artist because I am actually
terrible at it. Yay!
But today I'm gonna try to not be as terrible as I am. Today I'm gonna be breaking my fears and I am gonna be drawing people. I wish I was kidding. But yeah, what I want to get out of doing this video is that I want to do some experimenting, step outside my comfort zone. And the last time that I actually did a full-on blown portrait was about a year ago, where I tested alcohol markers for the first time on this channel. And I thought that it looked realistic, it looked so good, but now me looking at it, what's good about it? It's just a block of color. But yeah, today I'm gonna be trying to step outside my comfort zone. So yeah, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. And so yeah, without further ado, let's get this party started. Now, the thing that normally intimidates me the most about portraiture is basically me drawing a full-on blown portrait like this over here. And this is a sketchy portrait, and I'm gonna insert what a realistic portrait, which I would like to be good at, looks like. So I basically got like some references of the human skull and how you do poses and all of that stuff around here. So that's how I'm gonna be like breaking it down. If you guys, so I'm gonna start by drawing some of these, and then I am gonna draw something like this, which has a lot of lines and doesn't have to look perfect, but it's just gonna be a like test, I guess. And then I'm gonna draw spreads of like noses, so I can practice noses, spreads of eyes, so I can practice eyes, and spreads of mouths, mouth, and a spread of a mouth. And lastly, I want to do something like that. We got the old sketchbook. Let's open to a new page. Now let's start with a basic circle. And then I am gonna draw the head. This already looks rad. Let's make it not look like it's elongated. That ain't really what I'm looking for over here. Now draw in the neck. Right off the bat, it doesn't look that bad. Now this was from a kind of a side angle. So next one, we're gonna add the front shape view. I feel like people who draw humans, they have a skill that every artist who doesn't know how to draw humans doesn't have. They have like something special. But I wanna get that special talent. Next one, we're going to be drawing a woman, and it's going to be from a completely side profile. This one looks questionable. That's all I'm going to say about it. No, this is not looking right in the slightest bit. So, yay for failure. Now this pose is gonna be from the back, so it's gonna be quite easy, I feel so. And add some lines. Burn it! With rolling that time lapse where we complete filling in all of the poses. Okay, I'm done with my sketches. Now they all took me 23 minutes for 2 minutes for each one of them, which is pretty quick for me. I'm gonna next draw the easiest thing on the list, which is gonna be the nose. So I'm gonna get some images and I'm gonna make a spread and it's gonna be nosy. No pun intended. I feel like noses are not that hard. Like they're just, you have a bridge and then like circle, which goes down a little bit. And then it is thinner as it goes up, widens, 2 nostrils at the end. Yeah, that's it. We drew a nose. Yay! I'm gonna add some shading to it. Okay, I'm gonna draw now a nose from the side. This one is kind of a more pointy kind of nose. Now, something that really does fascinate me when it comes to noses is all of the different varieties, shapes, sizes, and just how different and how cool they can look. And there are a buttload of different noses. Now I'm gonna draw the kind of more squarey nose. Now it's actually really easy to draw a nose. These are like really easy to draw. It's like taking me like 4 minutes to draw each one. So if it's like that for noses, like yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun. So then I continued the spread of noses. There were a lot of different shapes and sizes and varieties that they came in. And so it was pretty interesting seeing how each and every nose looked unique on its own. Then I moved on to the lips. Now, the lips were the hardest thing that I had drawn. Like, they all looked pretty bad. This one, and this one looked terrible, especially this one. Now, this one is actually the best out of them all, but it's still not the best, but here's how they turned out. Now, next I drew some eyes, and they looked like absolute trash, as you see. So then I redrew it in charcoal, and I loved it, so I actually did the other eye in charcoal too. And yeah, that's how they all turned out. So with that, I feel like I'm all now ready to actually start doing a full-on blown portrait. And so yeah, let's just get into the thick of it. Okay, let's start by drawing the human. Add in the lips. Okay, the nose is in. Good. The eyes actually kind of looked okay, but when I saw that it was looking kind of iffy, so I just repositioned it, and yeah, it's actually this eye was a lot lower than the other one. There's gonna be a lot of hair, and it's like kind of shorter, and it has bangs. I'm gonna show you a picture of what the hair will look like. This doesn't look like the reference at all. Yeah, the eyes need to go down a little bit. Yeah, this looks a lot better, a lot more happier. The squish is more squished, you know, the face is more squished together. Okay, it's actually not that bad. Let's start the shading on it. Now the hair, which I didn't actually practice at all, so I'm just gonna wing it. Kind of don't want the hair to be all over the place. I want it to be like sections, you know? Like there are like kind of like sections. Like with hair, when I watch people that are drawing it, they don't draw each individual strand, which I'm doing now. I'm actually drawing each individual strand. They like divide it into areas, which is pretty cool, which is kind of what I'm doing, but I'm also drawing each individual strand. Now the bangs, which are actually looking really cool. And I'm gonna fill in the nose hole.
And me here. Sorry, I said nose hole. I mean nostril. Sorry, forgive me, please forgive me. Okay, bye. Okay, with that, I continued adding more shadows and making the nose not blend in, and so adding more shadows to it, making parts darker and parts lighter. And I would say that this isn't really realistic. I would say that it's more on the stylized side, but it really isn't like cartoony or like a character or anything like that. It's kind of a nice in-between. But I might do a part 2 if you guys like this video, where I draw a realistic portrait. So yeah, that definitely might come, but for now I'm drawing like the kind of more stylized sort of thing. And so then I'm adding the shadows to the neck, and I'm also like making the shirt. The shirt is really weird. I did not like make the shirt till the end. It's like the head is floating in the page, which I really don't like. And so yeah, just finishing off by adding the shading to the lips and the teeth, and yeah, here's how the first one turned out. Honestly, I'm not mad at it for it being my first portrait in a year. I feel like it's not bad, but I can definitely improve on a lot of things, and yeah, there's always gonna be room for improvement, so that is why I thought of doing a second one. Okay, now for the second one is kind of different. Now the first one was supposed to be an Asian girl. It doesn't look like an Asian girl, but for the second one, it's just a normal girl. Now this one looks kind of weird. The proportions, not gonna lie, are weird. I made the nose crooked. I made the lips too big, and it just doesn't look that good. But for this one, she has really thick eyebrows, which are her most important feature. And she also has braids, so I had to draw each individual little braid and shade it. And she has a lot of freckles also on her cheeks, which I had to painstakingly add each individual freckle. But yeah, just finishing it off by doing the braids, and here is how this one turned out. Now, what do I feel about this one? Honestly, I don't really like it all that much. But it's not like the most terrible portrait on earth, but it's not the best portrait on earth, let's be real with you guys. But yeah, now let's go to future me, who will tell you the whole experience of this whole process.
Whew. That was an experience, let me tell you that. Now, what do I think about this whole experience is that I was just scaring myself and saying to myself, oh, portraiture? It's so complicated. And it still is complicated. Don't get me wrong, but I just put in my mind all of these different weird scenarios that it was gonna be intimidating for me. It was intimidating a little bit, but I stepped outside my comfort zone. There's still a long way for me to just be good at this, but for now, this is how it looks. If you guys would like to see a part 2 where I tried drawing 2 realistic portraits, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, for now, I will see you guys in the next Sketchbook Tuesday. Bye-bye.